My name is Dean Winters, and I play Dean Bostic in Lost Girls. Yeah, Dean Bostic is kind of a composite character of a number of the detectives on the case, but basically based on a guy named James Burke, who we couldn't really use in the film, but at the time he was voted the most corrupt cop in the United States. The Suffolk County Police Department, where this all took place, was a very corrupt police department.
Just because she didn't come home doesn't mean it's a 5-alarm fire now.
In the story on film, you know, he plays Gabriel Byrne's partner. Gabriel is on the way to retirement, and Dean doesn't want to deal with this case at all. And he just doesn't think that, you know, dealing with dead hookers is a priority.
Who spends this much time looking for a missing hooker?
I wanted to meet Jimmy Burke, but I think at the time he was in prison, so that wasn't really a good idea. But I did ride around with the original detectives on the case. That was fascinating because they opened up my whole view as to the case. They were able to feed what was going on in, you know, my character development, and that was fascinating. You know, sometimes when you're going into a job like this, it's like you don't want to know as much as you end up knowing. You kind of want to go in there almost as blind as the detectives did back in the day.
It's in your best interest.
Sharon's too.
It's Shannon.
Most of the characters I play are bad. You know, I'll get yelled at on the street. I mean, I can handle that. I've been getting yelled at for 20 years now. So, but you really don't want to judge them too much because then you end up not playing the truth of it. One of the things that I tried to do with the character, I hope it came through, you know, you try to find the physicality in them, in the way they talk and the way they express themselves, you know, whether it's a tic or a nervous manner. And with Dean Bostic, you know, he pretty much had all of those. Most of the times when you see the film, I'll have my hands in my pockets and my shoulders are kind of slunched over. And most of my scenes were with Gabriel. But in the few scenes that I had with Amy Ryan's character, you can visibly see me just shrinking into myself because she really kind of lets me have it.
How in the fuck does it take an hour to respond to a call like that?
In terms of costume and the look of the character, with Dean Bostic, it was pretty easy. I mean, I don't want to judge any of the detectives that I met with, but I think you really start off with kind of an ill-fitting thrift store, kind of a gray suit with a dark shirt and a really ugly raincoat and a really bad mustache. It all kind of came together pretty quickly, actually. In terms of new skills, you know, there weren't a whole lot. It was really kind of finding this lack of respect for humanity. I know that's not a skill, but that was hard for me. Especially when you find 9 bodies, to not have any kind of sympathy for that or empathy for that I think that's a skill in itself.
I tell you what, why don't you let the policemen do the police work, huh, honey?
Why don't you suck my dick?
Ah, classic.
When the audition came through, I immediately knew what the subject matter was because I'd been, you know, akin to the information years earlier. Amy Ryan and I have been friends for close to 20 years. We've never worked together. And then Gabriel Byrne has always been kind of like, you know, I'm Irish and we have like this Irish kind of bond. And I'd never met him earlier, so to get this job and to work with them, I don't get really that excited. Maybe I should get excited more about when I get a job, but when I got this job, you know, that was just a thrill.
Your real problem is that one out there. She's feisty.
Please check out Lost Girls, now on Netflix.